On Star Students today, we are speaking to Peter, who is going to tell us about the Pomodoro technique, a system to help manage your time. It was invented by an Italian man called Francesco Cirillo in the 1980s. Now, he called it the Pomodoro technique after a tomato-shaped timer that his mother used to use when she was cooking. Pomodoro is Italian for tomato. And this tomato has helped Peter become an A-grade student. So, Peter, welcome to the studio.
Thanks.
Tell us about the Pomodoro technique. What's it about?
It's about getting maximum productivity from your available time. I use it for studying, but professionals use it at work.
Is it difficult to follow?
No, it's actually very simple. It's about breaking down your work into separate jobs, and then using a timer to separate your time into periods of intensive work and short breaks.
OK, well, that sounds sensible. So how do you start?
First of all, you should think about the task you need to complete. For example, writing an essay for homework. You need to think about all the stages of the task and write a clear to-do list on a piece of paper. When you are ready to start, you set the timer to 25 minutes and you start working on the first item on the list.
OK, but what happens when the timer goes off?
When the timer goes off, you must take a short break of between 3 to 5 minutes. One 25-minute session is one Pomodoro. So when you have completed this, you deserve a short break. You should try to move about a bit during the break. Then set the timer for another 25 minutes and keep working. At the end of the next Pomodoro, you have another short break. As you complete the items on the to-do list, you should tick them off to give you a feeling of satisfaction that you're getting the job done.
OK, I get it. Can you use any timer? Most people have timers on their phones these days. Could you use that?
You could, but the danger is that then you can check messages on your phone, or you start looking at apps. I use my dad's kitchen timer, and I make sure I switch off my phone when I'm studying. I get so much more done. In the breaks, I sometimes check my phone, but only if I've completed some of the items on my to-do list.
Well, 3 to 5 minutes isn't long for a break. Is that enough time?
Well, when you've had 4 or 5 short breaks, you can take a longer break, and then you start again.
And it works?
Yes, it works for me. It stops me wasting time. My work is much more effective when I use the timer. It's like short, intense periods of work. I actually get my homework done a lot quicker now, which leaves me more free time. So, for me, it works really well.
Oh, I think I'll give it a try. Thanks so much for coming in, Peter.
You're welcome. Thanks for inviting me.
Hi, come in. I'm Maya. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to the Grange Park Sports Centre. I'll just show you around the centre and explain what we offer here. And then you can ask me questions. Well, as you can see, this is quite a small centre, but we offer a lot of different activities at different times of the day. If you'd just like to come through here, you can see the main rooms.
That's nice.
These are nice and light and airy, and we have a very good air conditioning system. So they are warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
Nice.
Here we have classes of yoga, tai chi, Pilates and Zumba at different levels. We also have different types of dance class, jazz dancing, Indian dancing and Latin dancing. Oh, and we've just started offering flamenco. All our teachers are fully qualified and experienced. We have beginners classes up to advanced. Some of our students have been coming since we opened 10 years ago.
Wow.
So, if you could follow me through here. Oh, mind the steps here. We've got the sauna and massage rooms. We have very reasonable prices for massages. And over here, we have the gym with exercise machines. It's quite a small gym, but usually there's plenty of room for people to move around without any problems. Okay, that's about it. Over there, we have the changing rooms with showers. You do need to bring your own towel if you want to shower. But you don't need to bring a mat for the yoga and Pilates classes.
That's good.
Oh, and I must mention the cafe. It's just off the main entrance. That's very popular with our clients. We have a great selection of teas, fresh juices, sandwiches, and cakes.
Very nice.
Right, the prices. You can join for 3 months, 6 months, or a year, and that gives you the right to use the gym and go to 2 classes a week. If you want to go to more classes or use the sauna, there's a small extra charge. For 3 months, the fee is £86. Okay, are we all together? Right, next we're going to look at the llamas. But actually here we have 4 different animals which are all from South America and all related to camels. Llamas, which you have probably heard of over here. And over there, alpacas, vicunias and guanacos. Llamas and alpacas are both domesticated animals, and vicunias and guanacos are wild. Llamas are the biggest animal. They can grow up to 1.8 meters tall. And in the past, they were used to carry things. Llamas are very sociable animals and live together in groups, in herds.
Don't they spit at people, though?
Well, yes, they can. All members of the camel family sometimes spit. You don't want to mistreat a llama. It might even spit some of the contents of its stomach at you. But if you treat them properly, they're not likely to. They respond well to being trained, and they are usually gentle and curious. Okay, over here we have the alpacas. As you can see, they are smaller than the llamas. They've got smaller faces and they always look as though they are smiling. Look at this one's face. The alpaca is famous for its wool, which is softer and warmer than sheep's wool. There's a big demand for alpaca wool from the fashion industry. Right, next to the alpacas we have the vicunias. As I said before, these animals are wild and they are thought to be the ancestors of the alpacas. Vicunias are very elegant and graceful creatures. Look at this one. She's beautiful.
She's lovely.
Have you heard of the Incas, the ancient rulers of Latin America who lived in the Andes? Well, they wore clothes made from vicunia wool. Only the royal family were allowed to wear the wool. It is even softer than alpaca wool, but vicunias can only be shorn of their wool every 3 years. For that reason, the wool's very expensive. And lastly, we have the guanacos. They are similar to the vicunias, but larger and stronger. They are capable of surviving at over 4,000 meters in the Andes. When they are in the desert, they survive by licking the water off the cacti and other desert plants. Right, any questions?
I think I can hear this llama making a noise.
Yes, that could be the llama humming. They don't open their mouths, they just make this strange noise. They hum when they are stressed, or the opposite, feeling relaxed.
Can llamas live in the UK?
Yes, there are quite a lot of llamas and alpaca in the UK. They adapt very well to our climate. They make good pets, and sometimes they're used for trekking. You go on a picnic and use a llama to carry your food.
Cool! I want to do that.
And sometimes farmers use them as guard dogs. I mean, guard llama. The adult males will protect sheep and hens from animals that might attack them, like dogs or foxes. They're really useful animals,